February of 1978, an alien named Mork from a planet named Ork beamed down to Earth. He'd been exiled because he was the only being on Ork with a sense of humor. Came in real handy here on Earth, however, and we fast forward now to Mork and Mindy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! When Mork beamed down to Happy Days, the episode was so popular that little-known comic Robin Williams was transported into his own series that fall called Mork and Mindy.
Now do, fly, be free!
The new star was hatched from an eggshell near Boulder, Colorado, and was befriended by Mindy McConnell, played by Pam Dauber. Considered a misfit on his own planet, Mork was sent to Earth to study its people. And as Mindy helped him adjust to Earth life, the show became an instant hit. Williams says people in the strangest places still recognize him from that show.
That's very reassuring, isn't it, when you see the people who are examining you at the airport and they look like, go through, Mork, go through. We love you, go through. You crazy, go on. Don't care, you could have an automatic, go on the plane. Where's Mindy? Where's Mindy now? Mindy now is in the Philippines. I know that, don't tell me that. It's wild.
By the time the show ended in 1982, a new day had dawned for Williams.
Good morning, Vietnam!
He's gone on to almost a decade of movie success with Oscar nominations for the hits Good Morning Vietnam and Dead Poets Society, as well as portraying memorable roles in The World According to Garp and last year's Awakenings. Williams joked there was a time when he almost didn't believe his incredible success.
I had this feeling one time that after a couple of films didn't do well, I'd be hanging out on some street going, "Hey, remember me, Ninny? Give me $50. Hey, come here, I just want a bottle of Dom Perignon. Come here."
Mork, can you take a little constructive criticism?
Of course.
It's not nice to sit on your face.
Then why did God put it there?
Dauber took her clout as Robin's comic partner and parlayed it into her own sitcom, My Sister Sam, and she has a new pilot in the works for the fall. Pam says she owes much of her TV prosperity to her first series and her outrageous co-star.
There was definitely a chemistry there, but still, Robin was the anchor of the show. I mean, I'm not belittling myself in the show. I think I played very well off. I mean, the fact that we liked each other so much, I think, read.
I'd always hoped you'd meet someone who was mature. Responsible. Independent.
Mindy's conservative father was played by Conrad Janis, and Elizabeth Kerr was her hip grandmother. Both actors still revel in their TV experience with the oddball alien.
He wasn't like a big star who sort of talks down to you or anything like that. He was rather naive about what he did. I don't think he was aware of how good he was. He just, because he loved doing it.
I never saw a performer that the audience lavished love on, the way they loved him. Well, he's a very lovable guy. He's a terrific guy, he's a nice guy, he's a very sensitive guy, and he's very vulnerable.
Today, though still acting, Janis has jazzed up his life as founding father of the Beverly Hills Unlisted Jazz Band. Mork and Mindy's grumpy neighbor was played by Tom Poston. He went on to play Bob Newhart's daffy handyman on the popular series Newhart. Poston says the popularity of Mork and Mindy was due to more than just Williams' comic creativity.
Pam was a genius for succeeding in making the show about Mork and Mindy, not just Mork and his mercurial, exciting ad-lib improvisations.
It's a horse! It's a man!
Williams and the producers lured Jonathan Winters, Robin's real-life idol, to play the alien offspring. For the final season, Winters played Mirth, in whom Williams tried to instill traditional Orkin values.
Amen.
It was really fun to work with him. It was like two guys in the same aircraft. Just, you know, playing Top Gun, wearing the T-shirt, canopy back, looking at the public, and let's go around that pylon one more time. What was that?
Until next week, this is Mork signing off. Nanu, Nanu.
If you're a fan, you know that at the end of each episode, Mork would report back to Orson his contact on Ork. The voice of Orson was supplied by voiceover artist Ralph James.
Say, have you heard the one about the two cable TV channels getting together to share the jokes? Well, Ha and the Comedy Channel merged on April Fool's Day. No kidding. The marriage between the two channels has produced CTV, the comedy network, which combines Ha's collection of classic comedy shows and the Comedy Channel's original programming, including Comics Only, Random Acts of Variety, and London Underground.
And to celebrate the bicentenary of the French Revolution, I give you King Louis XVI.
The new shows will take an off-kilter approach, according to CTV President Bob Creek.
We have to be talked about. We have to be exciting. We have to surprise people.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 is way out there. It's an outer space comedy starring Joel Hodgson as a technician marooned on another planet where mad scientists are using him to study the effects of bad movies on humans. The audience is also subjected to the films along with some wry commentary.
Got some coffee for you, Doc.
Coffee?
Yeah, it's a beverage.
Oh, yes, thanks. Well, that's just what I need about this time.
Definitely.
And suicide has a U in it, sir.
Hollywood makes bad movies every day, so we're not afraid of ever running out.
The show Sports Monster is a spoof of sports wrap-up shows that take themselves a little too seriously.
Now, no doubt many of you have seen this footage, but our Sports Monster crew has digitally enhanced the audio portion of the tape with some surprising results.
Get out. Aspects of Love, Les Mis, Phantom, Cats, Chess, Miss Saigon, Starlight Express.
You gotta be kidding me, Barry. Those shows can't hold a candle to the classic Broadway musicals.
You don't have to be a real sports nut to enjoy the show, but it helps.
Night After Night, starring Alan Havey, is a takeoff of the David Letterman show.
And we're here with Gary Busey. We can get him to stop singing after we've asked him a few questions.
Then there's short attention span theater, a combination of movie clips, stand-up routines, and comedy news. CTV's version of Entertainment Tonight.
That is a lie. We never saw that show. We never saw that show. I don't know who John Tesh is.
I know who you are.
Thanks.
Yeah,
it didn't bother me what that guy said.
No, you're not hurt at all?
Do you remember it?
Packages are gone. What a bummer.